Character cookies are all about the tiny details. Today we're decorating Nate from Ted Lasso. Love him or hate him, today we're turning him into a cookie. So just like all of the other cookies, I hand cut these. And if you need to see how I did that, I have a tutorial on that I'll link in the description. I flooded the cookies with white, and then I let the icing dry completely before I used my projector to trace the design onto the cookie with a non-toxic pencil. And I'm going to start by outlining his face with a skin tone royal icing. I'm going to go slow. I'm staying close to the cookie for this curvy part around his hair. And I'll flood it in with the exact same icing. I'm making these cookies for my husband. He's a huge Ted Lasso fan, and he's super excited that season 4 is about to come out. And so am I, because I made these cookies right at the end of season 3, and I never got the videos posted before the show wasn't on the air anymore. So I'm happy to be able to finally show you these tutorials, and I hope that you'll make these cookies too. I found my designs on the internet, and I just printed them out in the size that I wanted, cut them out, and I covered both sides with some packing tape and then used them as a template for hand cutting my cookies. Again, that tutorial is linked in the description. And once you finish flooding the face, go ahead and use your Scribe to settle the icing down and pop any air bubbles. And then I just added a dot for his hand. I set the cookie aside to dry for about 15 minutes, and now I'll come back in and just pipe a line for his ears. I'll use my Scribe to shape them a little bit more. I wanted there to be a little bit of separation between the face and the ears, and that's why I set the cookie aside to dry before coming back in and piping in his ears. And now we'll let all that dry while we come on down and pipe in his pants. My blue royal icing is also in about a 15-second consistency. I'm just going to outline his pants, and then I'll flood them in with the exact same icing. These cookies are about 3 inches tall, and since these details are so tiny on this cookie, it's really important that you use a stiffer consistency flood icing, like a 15-second or even a 20-second consistency, so that it holds its shape and doesn't spread, and it also helps prevent it from getting craters. But you'll need to use your Scribe to settle the icing down just a little bit. And now we'll let that dry while we move back on up to his hair. I have a black royal icing here, also a 15-second consistency, and I'm just going to outline and flood this in, and once again I'll use my Scribe to shape it a little bit more and to smooth it out. If you just jiggle the icing really gently with your Scribe, it'll settle right down. Then I set this cookie aside to dry for about 15 minutes, and now I'm going to pipe in his jacket. I'm only going to do one side at a time because I want there to be separation between the two sides. And so I'll pipe in the bottom part and the top, leaving room for a little red stripe. I'm going to use a wet on wet effect to pipe in the stripe, so I'm going to immediately grab that red icing and pipe that stripe in. And then I can carefully use my Scribe to shape it, but I don't want to blend the two colors together, so I don't want to swirl it around, and I kind of went over the edge here, so I'm just going to take a little dampened paintbrush and smooth that right out, and then fix my line because it's a little crooked. So I put another row of blue icing down, and I'll use my Scribe in an up and down motion just to blend that in together. Then I'm going to let that dry while I move on down to his shoes, and I'll pipe that in. That's just a line. So just pipe a big thick line and use your Scribe to shape it. Then I set it aside to dry again, and then we'll do the other side of the jacket the same way. So flood in the top and the bottom and immediately add that red stripe. And because the other side is dry, I can come over here and add the little notepad that he's holding. So I'll just make kind of a rectangle, or I guess you could say I made a blob, because that's what this looks like. But don't worry, your Scribe is your best friend, and you can gently, carefully change the shape of your icing and make the corners sharp and get it all nice and smoothed out, but you don't want to poke into that icing for the jacket because it's still wet. And then we can let that dry while we move back on up and pipe a line for his hair and use your Scribe once again to shape it. And then I set that aside to dry again, and I'm coming back in now and piping in his sleeve with my blue royal icing. I'll use my Scribe to shape it and settle it down, and then once again I'll set this cookie aside to dry. And we're just about done. We just need to add a little curved line here for his other hand. And off camera, I added a little whistle, which was just a ball with a line coming out. Then I set my cookie aside to dry completely, and I'm coming back in with some edible paints. I'll list everything in the description that I used. And I'm just going to paint in his eyes and his facial features. And this is the part where you really want to make sure that you take care, because everybody recognizes a character cookie, And if you don't have the details right on the face, they're not going to recognize the character, or he'll look creepy, or it just isn't right. So you need to go really slowly and make sure you use a projector or the tissue paper method to get those facial features transferred to your cookie. And then I wanted the lower part of his jacket to be a lighter color than the top part, but I didn't want to make a lighter blue icing, so I just painted it with some white gel paint, and then I added some blue edible marker to my paintbrush and went over that to make it just a little bit darker. And then we'll pipe in the eyebrows, and Nate here will be almost done. I am going to go back in with my edible paints. I have some black food color mixed with a little bit of food grade glycerin, and I'm just going to brush that on and then take a dry brush and kind of blend it out into the notepad. And then I added some white lines to his hair, and I didn't really like that, so I brushed it away with my dampened paintbrush. And then I went in and added a couple more really faint lines. And Nate here is done. Character cookies don't need every detail, you just need the right details. Hair, eyebrows, and expression usually do most of the work. And if you enjoyed decorating Nate, I've got tutorials for the rest of the Ted Lasso characters waiting for you. See you on the next one. Bye.